date hier? Quelle était la date hier? Ashley, quelle était la date hier?
Hier, c'était jeudi le 2 mars 2017.
Très bien.
When we learned our first language, we didn't learn it through worksheets. We learned it through speaking. We learned it through listening. We learned it through modeling. Big piece of the new core French approach is they looked at how people learn language, and this is how we're teaching it now.
The man say send the cat mars 2017.
Très bien.
It's called the Neurolinguistic Approach. The natural order of language learning doesn't start with writing, and it doesn't start with reading. It actually starts with oral, because for many, many years, nations have had oral traditions and oral storytelling, and the natural thing to do is start discussing things with children. And what do kids and adults like to talk about most? Themselves. So we start there.
Quel âge as-tu? J'ai 10 ans. Quand es-tu fait?
The kids come in, we have a little routine where one student becomes the teacher. So some of the questions we ask: what is the date? How old are you? When's your birthday? What's your hair color? So these questions change throughout the year. And then we went into a little review of the theme that we've been doing since the beginning of January, mid-January, which was breakfast items. What do they like to eat and drink for breakfast?
Et qu'est-ce que tu aimes boire pour le déjeuner?
Je bois le l'eau pour le déjeuner.
Très bien.
Je mange le saucisse pour le déjeuner.
Qu'est-ce que tu aimes boire?
Back in September when the grade 4s came in and they didn't even know what comment ça va was or how to count to 10. And now I can ask them a question such as quel âge as-tu or qu'est-ce que tu aimes manger pour le déjeuner, and they'll be able to answer me in a full sentence, not just one simple word.
It's very easy to adapt because there isn't a book that says thou shalt teach this verb tense now this way. It's actually very, very student-centered in the way that the teachers are encouraged to know the kids in front of them and develop the unit from the background knowledge, from the cultural background. The teachers then use the themes, they use the broad general themes, and they use the books that are sent out for resources, etc., to plan. But again, if you've got a group of children who are so keen to talk about sports, for example, then that's what you discuss in class. And you might discuss what sports they do, what sports they'd like to do, what have they done in the past, what do they wear when they do those sports, what season do they, so you're getting that vocabulary in, but you're not teaching vocabulary, you're teaching discussion, you're teaching conversation.
J'aime manger des céréales avec les tranches de banane. J'aime un cochon avec
They're learning the sentence structure, they're learning how to ask a question, they're learning some of the vocabulary, and they enjoy it.
Yeah, we also have to speak the language too. And not just saying words, we have to talk to each other and try to ask each other questions.
I like all the games we play. Those are fun.
We do lots of games to try and help us understand more and make it more fun.
Dylan, question?
We're hearing a lot of increase in engagement, a lot of increase in participation in the class. The games, we call them reinforcement activities, because that gets them reusing the language. They're able to take that now and they're able to reuse the structures in new situations, which again is really important. That's when I the light bulbs go on and I go, yes, there's some real learning has gone on there.
I was a French immersion teacher for 27 years, and I decided to switch to core French because I thought this approach was very interesting. I could see the core French teacher doing some very interesting stuff when I'd walk by the hallway. And I was very curious to learn more about this approach and maybe eventually take it back into the French immersion classroom, because there's definitely some good stuff that's going on in there.
This is the beginning of a very positive step, because it's not only that the student success is increasing, the student achievement is increasing, but we're getting kids coming out of grade 6 core French and grade 9 core French, and even if they don't continue, they're saying, yeah, but I had fun, I enjoyed it. And at best, they're continuing on with their studies with a confidence that, yeah, I know stuff. I not only know stuff, I can say things, read about those things with confidence, and then I write about those things with confidence.
Les manger des œufs, des tranches de tomates et un rôti.